What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Zeb, and it's so good to see you tonight. The Rehab Christian Center live virtual experience. And I tell you what, I am just so stoked to be here. It has been a blessed week so far, and I certainly pray that your week has been phenomenal as well. Listen, I've got a very powerful word for you tonight. We are going to continue this relationship series that we are on, that you all asked for. And I cannot wait to share tonight's message with you. Tonight, we are talking from the subject, heal first. Heal first. And it's going to be powerful. And so do me a favor. We've got to get things going. We got to get things jumping. I don't waste a lot of time on Tuesdays. And so I want to dive right into tonight's lesson. Get right into it. So do me a favor. I want you to start tagging and sharing this video right away. Start tagging and sharing this video right away. Tonight's going to be a powerful time, and it's another very candid and practical message that I cannot wait to share with you, and I promise you it's going to be a blessing to you. So I see many of you are starting to come in on the room now. You're already speaking, and so thank you so much for tuning in. Now, I need you to start sharing this video right now with everybody that you know, everybody that you're connected to, and tell them that the Rehab Christian Center is live, in color, and on the air. It's going to bless somebody, and this is going to be just a tremendous message on tonight. So start sharing. Listen, I want to go through all of my networks. Let's start tonight with Facebook. Good evening to you, Facebook. It is good to see you virtually. Certainly praying that God has been blessing you all week long. I'm so grateful that you have joined us tonight. Now, do me a favor. If you're on Facebook, do me a favor. I want you to hit that share button. I want you to share this message with as many people as you possibly can, and tell them that we are on the air, that we are live and on the air tonight. It's going to be a blessing. In fact, I think we may be having some challenges with Facebook tonight. I'm not sure. We may have be having some challenges tonight with Facebook. So let's see. Good. Let's see what's going on here and see if we can get things going. Don't know what's going on with Facebook, but we're going to keep going and see what's happening. I don't want them to think I forgot about them. I definitely did not forget about them. But listen, I'm excited. Not sure what's going on with Facebook. Facebook may be on now. But if you are on Facebook, hit that like button, hit that love button. I want you to tag 5 people now and tell them to tune in. Tell them to tune in, let them know we're live and on the air. Don't know what's going on with Facebook, but definitely come on in the room because I want to get going. Instagram, good evening to you. It's good to see you virtually tonight. Certainly praying that God has been blessing you in a tremendous way. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want you to fill it up with hearts. Let me know you're in the room. Make sure you say hello. Speak to everybody that's in the room tonight. It's rude to come to church and not speak. Speak to everybody that is in the room, and then I want you to hit that heart button. I want you to hit that @ symbol. I want you to tag 5 people on Instagram tonight and tell them to tune in tonight. Let them know that the Rehab Christian Center is on the air. I have no idea what's going on Facebook. I'm starting to see some messages now. I'm sorry about that. It's no telling with this software and with technology. But thank you so much for coming in. I see Facebook is starting to come on in the room now. And so we'll delay a little bit longer. But Instagram, good evening to you. Again, thank you for tuning in. Hit that @ symbol and encourage 5 people to tune in. Periscope, Twitter, good evening to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is an honor to see you tonight virtually. Do me a favor. I want you to fill up Periscope with hearts. Hold that heart button down and fill up the string with hearts tonight. And let us know that you're tuned in, and then hit that @ symbol. I want you to tag 5 of your Twitter followers right now and tell them to tune in. Tell them to tune in and catch us live and in color on the air to let us know that they are tuned in. You've got 5 Twitter followers that I know will benefit from tonight's message on healing. It's going to be powerful, and it's so connected to relationships, and the relationships that we are in. The relationships we intend to be in that will be healthy have to be healed relationships first. We have to be healed. And this is going to be a powerful message tonight. I really can't wait to get into this. And somebody's going to regret missing tonight. So make sure you tag 5 people and tell them to tune in. Finally, YouTube. I got a couple of emails today from people telling us that they tune in strictly through YouTube, and we're grateful for that. If you are subscribed to our channel, if you are not subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe at the REHABCC. That's at the REHABCC on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Go ahead and say good evening in the chat box. And then do me a favor, if you're on YouTube, I want you to share this link, share our page, share and subscribe, and tell people to tune in tonight. This is going to be powerful. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to share this very practical lesson with you tonight. And it's going to bless you. I hope this relationship series has been a blessing so far. This is just night 2. We started, or day 2. We just started the first day on Sunday. And what a wonderful start we received. Tonight, we're going to deal with day 2, and we're going to talk about healing before we get into this nitty gritty. And it's going to be powerful. Listen, again, if you're on Facebook, I apologize for the technical difficulties. Don't know what's going on. And why you all were the last one to get the notification, but thank you for coming in the room. Hit that @ symbol, say good evening in the chat room if you have not already, but I need you to hit that @ symbol. Let's get our number raising quickly. And I want you to tag 5 of your friends on Facebook and tell them to tune in tonight to what will be a very powerful lesson on healing. Can't wait to share it with you. I'm ready to get into the word right now. Now, let me say this before I get into it. As you're hitting that @ symbol, as you are tagging people and getting them in, let me say this to you. Do not wait, or don't forget rather, about this Thursday. This Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Rehab After Dark. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you are single. Every single person you know, every person that's taken that you know, every person that's married that you know, every person that's divorced that you know, every person that's in something and they don't know what it is. I need you to tag them for Thursday. Thursday night is going to be powerful. We love doing Rehab After Dark. We haven't done it in a while. And so I assured somebody Sunday that I was going to be on my best behavior. And I'm going to try my best to be on my best behavior. But I'm telling you, I got 5 nuggets that I can't wait to drop on Thursday night. And so you got to put the kids to bed, because it's not a rated PG-13 experience. It is a rated R experience. In some levels, it might be rated X. But I cannot wait to get into this on Thursday. So tune in Thursday night, Rehab After Dark. I want you to tune in this Thursday, Rehab After Dark. And I promise you, it's going to be a powerful time. I promise you, I don't make a lot of promises, but let me make this promise. Thursday night at 10 o'clock is going to be powerful. And it's exclusively on YouTube Live, not streaming on Facebook, not streaming on Periscope. Or Twitter, or through Twitter or Periscope, not streaming on Instagram, exclusively on YouTube Live. We're going to be streaming this, and I can't wait to see you. All right, let's get into this. Tonight, we're talking from the subject, heal first. All right, heal first. And it's a part of our relationship goals series. And I want to deal with this because this is critically important. And, I've really been doing a lot of thinking about this, particularly in the context of this series that we're in, and many questions that people pose to me, and really many things that I think about even in my personal life. And let me say this to you. When it comes to healing first, right? So the subject is heal first. When it comes to healing first, right? What we have to understand that is this: healing is essential to living your best life. All right. I don't care what it is that you do. I don't care what it is that you aspire to do. Healing is essential to living your best life. If you do not heal first, it is impossible for you to live your best life. All right. My greatest desire, I want to say this to all of you that are tuned in, those that are watching the replay now or later. My greatest desire for you in this season of your life is not that you'll get more money. It's not that you'll get more friends. It's not that your phone will ring and buzz off the hook. My greatest desire for you is that above everything else, that you will heal first. My greatest desire for you is that in the process of healing, that after you have done so, that this healing brings into your life happiness. Because I want to say this: it is impossible for you to live a happy life if you're not living a healed life. Listen to me. It is impossible for you to live a happy life if you are not living a healed life. And there are a lot of people that are masquerading around as if they are living a happy life, but deep down inside, they are living a broken life. You cannot live a happy life if you are not living a healed life. Are you listening to the nuggets I'm dropping already? Right? And so if you're going to live a happy life, you must first live a healed life. Why? Because one immediate result of healing is happiness. The immediate, one of the first results of a healed life is happiness. If you have ever been hurt by anything, let's just use a natural example. If Four came in earlier, whining because he was playing basketball and he tripped and fell and scraped his knee. And I grew up in a time where we scraped our knee all the time, and they poured some alcohol on it and sent us right back outside. And so he was acting like he was about to die. And then finally came to himself and said, well, that's what happens when you play basketball, you fall. But in the moment, when he was hurt, it hurt. But when he was healed, he felt better. Happiness and healing works the same way. Many people are literally masquerading around. This is why I'm going to talk a little bit about this Thursday night on Rehab After Dark. This is why some of you just need to take a social media break. You need to take a social media break because many of you are being deceived even by what you see on social media. People will act like they are happy on social media, but inside they broken. Inside they hurting. Inside they're as far from whole as you can imagine. And so everything you see ain't always legit. Everything you see is not always authentic. And so if you're going to live a true life of happiness, you've got to first live a life that is a healed life. God does not want you looking happy on the outside, but you are not healed and done on the inside. This is so important. If you don't do nothing else in 2021, stop trying to find another man. Stop trying to find another woman. Stop thinking that sex is going to make you happy. Stop thinking that who you sleep with is going to make you happy. Stop thinking about who you can call and text all day is going to make you happy. At the end of the day, if you are not healed, you will never be happy. Are you listening to me? All right. So this is critically important. What God wants to do before he makes you happy, he wants to make you whole. This is critically important. And so I want you to know this. Healing, and record this if necessary. I like for you to record notes in the chat line so that people that go back and watch this can see what was said, see what was explained. I want you to put this in the notes. Healing is a matter of the heart. Healing is always a matter of the heart. If you are not healed, you will never be happy. You can never be happy when your heart is not together, when your heart has been broken, when your heart has not been restored, when your heart has not been repaired. So healing is a matter of the heart. And this is important for us to know, because when the heart is well, and hear me in love, when the heart is well, everything concerning you is well. When your heart, and think about this in the natural sense, when your heart is well in the natural sense, then everything about your body is okay. It has a chance to be okay. If your heart stops beating, it shuts your whole body down. If your heart skips a beat, palpitates, it shuts, it adjusts, it sends a shock through your entire body. Why? Because your body functions as well as your heart functions. Your heart is the foundation. It is essential to how well your body responds, how your body moves, how your body reacts. And so such is the case in your life. When your heart is bad, when your heart is not healed, when your heart is broken, it has the ability to shut down your entire life. And I don't care how much you try to fake it. We can hook you up to a defibrillator. We can put you on a ventilator. We can do all of these things. But when your heart is not well, we can even put those little things on your heart and they say clear and it shocks you and we shoot some energy through you. At the end of the day, a temporary shock might give you some temporary energy. But if your heart is broken, if your heart is messed up, if your heart is damaged, we can't even shock you back into normalcy. And so I want to challenge all of you to understand this. And this is critically important when it comes down to relationships, because some of you have connected with people with the hopes that your connection to them will shock your heart back into order. Hear me. Relationships will never repair your heart. Relationships will only reveal the condition of your heart. I'm going to say it again slow. Relationships will never repair your heart. Relationships will only reveal the condition of your heart. If your heart is bad, being connected to someone else will not make your heart better. It will weigh down on a broken, unrepaired, needs to be restored kind of heart. I said it Sunday, I'll say it again. This is why it is critically important that at the end of the day, that before you learn how to love anybody else, you need to take a moment to learn how to love yourself. If you do not love yourself, it does not matter. It does not matter how brilliant they are. It does not matter how much they have to offer. It does not matter how strong they are. If you don't love you, and if your heart is broken and needs to be repaired, it does not matter who you connect with in this season. And when you connect with people in any season and your heart is broken and needs to be repaired, you then put the emphasis of your healing on somebody else. This is why people get tired in relationships. They don't get tired in relationships because you're a bad person. They don't get tired in relationships because they don't love you. They don't get tired in relationships because they don't believe in you. People get tired in relationships because they end up trying to carry the weight of a burden that never belonged to them. When you try to carry the weight of a burden that never belongs to you, as a result of somebody who has a broken heart, who has never had it repaired, you find yourself not only using your heart to operate your body, but now your heart is doing double duty because your heart is now having to function for you, but it also has to be strong enough for somebody else. And so if you are going to be of use to anybody, understand that you've got to heal your heart first. You've got to heal the places where you are hurting first so that a whole heart can connect with a whole heart. And these two whole hearts can then function well. That was a lot, I believe. But if that makes sense, let me know it makes sense. Because again, relationships can't repair your heart. Love from somebody else will never repair your heart. I don't care how wonderful you are. You have to come into relationships where you make up in your mind that whether it's a friendship, a romantic relationship, a marriage, or whatever kind of relationship label you want to put on it, at the end of the day, if you come into this situation healed first, then you never depend on nobody else for your happiness. People have depended on you for their happiness in relationships because they came in the relationships not healed. And when you come in a relationship not healed, you will expect other people to make you feel good. You will expect other people to make you feel better about you. You will depend on attention from other people in order for you to feel like you've got value or worth. But when you come in healed, you take responsibility for your own happiness. I'm going to say that again slow. When your heart is healed, you take responsibility for your own happiness. You don't expect people to make you happy. The happiness they give to you is just a bonus on top of the happiness you already have. That's what happens when we are healed inside. That's what happens when our hearts have been healed. That's what happens when our emotions have been healed. That's what happens when our trauma from the past has been healed. That's what happens when the disappointments of the past have been healed. When all of these things have been healed, you start to take responsibility for how you feel, and you don't put the responsibility for how you feel in the hands of another. Does that make sense? All right. And so I want to give you 3 reasons quickly, and I'm done. I want to give you 3 reasons why you should heal before you try love. All right. I'm going to give you 3 reasons. This is all practicality tonight. So for those of you that's got your big, thick King James Bible out, you can keep it out, but still find something else to record notes on. All right. Because this is practical tonight. You asked for this series, we're giving it to you. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should heal before you try love. All right. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should heal before you try love. All right. Are y'all ready? All right. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should heal before you try love. All right. Reason number 1. You will never fully receive what you deserve when you are not whole. You will never fully receive what you deserve when you are not whole. All right. Reason number 1, why you should heal before you try love. You will never fully receive what you deserve when you are not whole. I equate healing to wholeness. Healing and wholeness work synonymously with one another. A person who is a healed person is also a person that is a whole person. So you will never fully receive what you deserve when you are not whole. When you are whole, you position yourself to receive everything that's been designed to come your way. Healing is wholeness, and wholeness starts not with what people think about you. Wholeness starts with how you feel about you. Wholeness starts with how you feel about you. Healing is wholeness. So when you are saying, or you do say, I'm healed, you're not only saying I'm whole, but you're also making a declaration about how you feel about yourself. This is so important because it matters not what people think about you as it relates to your ability to be healed, as it relates to your ability to be whole. This is the problem I have with closure. For those of you that are looking for people in past relationships to give you closure so you can move on, the challenge that I have with closure is that you put your healing in the hands of somebody else. It doesn't work that way. I know it's cliche. I know you heard Oprah talk about it, but it doesn't work that way. People can't give you healing, or people can't give you closure, because at the end of the day, healing starts inside of you. And so anytime you give people the license to determine whether or not your heart is healed or your heart is still ruined, then you are also giving them power over your future. I need somebody that's tuned in tonight, whether you're tuned in live or watching the replay, to hear me and hear me in love. You've got to take your healing out of the hands of other people. People cannot give you closure. Only you can give you closure. People cannot give you healing. Only you can give you healing, which means if they never apologize, you got to learn how to be okay. If they never come back and say, I'm sorry, you've got to learn how to be okay. If they never say, Zeb, I did not handle you the way I should have handled you, you've got to pull up your bootstraps, even if you cry for a little while, and say, it's all good. I'm going to pull up my bootstraps and I'm going to move forward. Because at the end of the day, some of you are going to see a casket before you see an apology. Did y'all hear what I said? In some situations and from some people, some of you will see a casket before you see an apology. Some people are just not wired to admit their part or their role in anything. And so all I'm saying to you is don't rush to your casket waiting on an apology. You've got to learn how to create closure for yourself and say, if they never apologize and say, I'm sorry, I'm the master of how I feel. I'm the master of my wholeness. I'm the master of my peace and my wellness. Listen, I don't know who I'm talking to tonight, but y'all better hear me. You've got to get out of this earthly, this worldly mode of, I need people to give me closure. No, you don't. You can give yourself closure. The book belongs to you. It don't belong to nobody else. And so being whole makes you complete. Being whole makes you complete, and it positions you to receive better. So anytime you are operating in wholeness, you are operating in completeness. And when you are operating in completeness, you are then positioning yourself, everything about yourself, your money, your relationships, your career, your emotional well-being, your mental well-being. You are positioning yourself to receive better in every area of your life. My goal, my desire for all of you is to not only see you happy, but to see you whole. When you are whole, you find yourself reaping blessings and benefits from all kinds of different directions in all kinds of areas of your life, because there are no cracks with you. There are no holes in your life, right? People can't complete you. Again, I'm going to reiterate this. They will never be able to complete you. It's not their job. Your job is to complete you. People's job, I know this sounds crazy, but even in a relationship, people's job is not to make you happy. I'm going to lose some of you here, but I'm going to say this again. In relationships, in marriages, in friendships, people's jobs that you are connected to, it is not their job to make you happy. I know you've never heard this before. I know this makes zero sense to you, but I'm here to tell you, at the end of the day, it is your job to be so happy with you. It is their job to be so happy with them that two whole, complete, happy people come together who are so in love with themselves that being connected to somebody else who equally loves themselves creates another whole level of happiness. I feel like I'm losing y'all tonight because y'all didn't hear that in counseling. You didn't hear that in marriage counseling. You didn't hear that in therapy, many of you. But I'm here to tell you tonight, your job has never been and never will be to make nobody else happy. Your job is to make you happy. Your job is to make you whole. And when you connect with another whole and happy person, two whole and happy people together are impossible to stop. People don't break up because they're bad people. People break up because one or both of them were not happy and whole with themselves. I'm cracking the code tonight. You don't even realize that people don't break up because they're bad people. And people don't necessarily break up because they did things per se. But people even do things in relationships they shouldn't do as a result of their own unhappiness with themselves or their lack of wholeness within themselves. That's just a fact. People split apart, people break up, people go through those things because one or both of them are not happy or whole within themselves. And that's the key. The key to long-lasting relationships, healthy relationships, are two people that are happy and whole with themselves. Is this making sense? Right? So I want you to think about this and think about this in the context of the broken cup and a saucer. And I'm going to do a video about this maybe in a couple of weeks. And it's going to be on YouTube and you'll be able to see it. And I'll put some additional information about this out in the weeks to come. But let me say this. I want to give you this analogy about the broken cup and the saucer. And it's even in my book. Because I was cleaning out some cabinets a few weeks ago. And I accidentally dropped a saucer. And the saucer didn't drop very far from where I was holding it to where it hit the counter. And so, of course, you drop a saucer, you expect it to just splatter everywhere, and it didn't. What it did is just cracked at the bottom. And I didn't realize that the crack was there. The salt, because it just kind of bounced and then just bounced around a little bit and then finally just stopped. So I was like, wow, that didn't break. That was a miracle. And so what I did is I attempted to put some hot chocolate in the saucer when I was having hot chocolate with the kids. And in the process of putting the hot chocolate in the saucer, as you would imagine, there was a crack at the bottom that was so thin that it was invisible, but it had shattered from the bottom of the saucer on the inside to the bottom of the saucer on the outside. And there was a crack there. So when I pulled the saucer from the Keurig, nothing had immediately come forth. I put it on the counter. I was getting a spoon to kind of mix in the contents. And in doing so, after I mixed it in for a little bit, about a minute or two, went to go grab something. And I came back to get it. I noticed hot chocolate starting to come out of the side of the cup. And that's when it hit me. Oh, shoot, this is the saucer that I dropped. And so when I lifted it up, it was a slow leak because the crack wasn't very wide, obviously, because the saucer was still together. But it was enough of a crack in the bottom of the saucer. Bear with me. This is going to make sense in a minute. I'm going to make it make sense. It was enough of a crack in the bottom of the saucer for hot chocolate to begin to slowly leak out of the saucer. Listen to me. I don't care who you are. You should never expect to be full when you cracked inside. Listen to me. You should never expect to be full when you are cracked inside. A relationship will never fill you when you cracked inside. Can I help y'all? I don't care how good the coffee is, because the coffee for many of you in relationships, I'm going to make this make good sense. For many of you in relationships, the coffee is the sex. You know, what you pouring in the mug is the sex. Pastor, they got good sex. Or for many of you, the coffee is the financial stability. They make good money. They got a good W-2, right? For many of you, the coffee is how they look. That's cool. For many of you, the coffee is how they look. So they cute, they fine, they talk, doll, bald-headed, and bow-legged, right? They all of that, right? That's the coffee that's pouring in the cup. But notice, if you as a cup got a crack in the bottom of you, I don't care what you pour into it, it will never last. Y'all not listening to me. I don't care what you pour into that cup. If there is a crack in the bottom, if the sex is good, eventually it's going to leak out. If the money is good, eventually it ain't going to be enough. If they cute, eventually the cuteness you're going to get tired of. So if a cracked saucer cannot hold coffee, then what makes you think you can hold the good elements of a relationship when you have a crack in the bottom of who you are? And this is why it is so important that when you come together with anybody, that you come together happy and whole. Now, let's talk about the saucer. And y'all gonna just have to get book number 4. You get book number 4. I really go into detail about this. It's a powerful illustration. This is just an overview. I'm gonna make a video about it in a few weeks. But let's look at the saucer. Think about the saucer. If you're the cup and you got a crack in the bottom, and what you pour in the cup, whether you like coffee, I don't like coffee. For me, it's hot chocolate or hot tea or whatever it is that you pour into there, that represents the elements of the relationships you enjoy. But you got a hole in the bottom of you as the cup. The saucer then is the person you're connected to. Watch. You're the cup, you got a crack in the bottom of you, but you found a saucer that's whole and complete. Has no cracks, has no blemishes, has no secret hidden holes. They're complete, they're whole. You got a crack in the bottom of you as the cup. And y'all have great sex. That's the coffee. Or y'all got great money together. Or y'all look cute together. Some of y'all just connecting with folk because you make good pictures. Y'all look cute together. Whatever your coffee is. Here's the problem. That even if that saucer is under the cup to catch what leaks out of the cup, The saucer can only take so much. I feel like this is making no sense to anybody. Like I'm literally in this room talking to this wall to myself. Are y'all catching the analogy? If you broken because you got a crack in the bottom of you, and you sitting on top of a salsa or a person that you're connected to in a relationship that's whole, it doesn't matter what's pouring on in y'all's relationship. Eventually, that salsa is going to get filled, and what's going to happen? It's going to overflow the salsa to the point where even the salsa can contain what's going on with y'all. This is what happens when a person who is not healed is connected to a person who is healed. And that's why it's critically important. I don't care who you like. I don't care who you want to be with. I don't care who gives you the warm and fuzzies on the inside. If y'all not healed first, it's better that y'all take some time to get healed before y'all come together. Because if not, one of you will be cracked, the other one will be whole, or God forbid, both of you will be cracked, and you'll have a crack cup on top of a crack salsa with all of this great stuff you pouring in, but everything is leaking out. Making sense, anybody? So that's reason number one. Reason number two, look at this, right? Because the salsas are the people that we expect to hold us up. This is the problem that I got. This is the problem I have with the statement. If you've been around rehab any period of time and heard me teach on relationships, this is the problem that I have with the statement, I need somebody to hold me down. I don't want nobody to hold me down. I know that's a fancy street statement to make. I'm looking for somebody that can hold me down. I don't need nobody to hold me down. I need somebody that's just as uncracked as I am. Because two uncracked people can hold a whole lot. Think about it. If that cup is uncracked, that cup can get filled to the brim. And what that cup can't hold is connected to somebody who has capacity to help them. And then when it overfills to both of them to the point where they can't hold anymore, then at that point, they're in what we call overflow. Listen, I want you to have the kind of relationship that you ain't catching a wind of what people can't hold because they broke or they're broken. You're catching a wind of what people can't hold because they're already filled up. Are y'all listening to me tonight? I want you to be connected in the kind of love relationship where you are catching waves from what folks can't hold because they so full that they got so much more to give. That they are so full that they have so much more to give. Are y'all listening to me? Reason number two of why you should heal before you love or try to love. Y'all ready? Reason number two. It's this. We create more damage when we try to love with holes in our heart. Reason number two. We create more damage. Y'all share this video, tag 5 people quickly, tell them they got time to catch 2 more reasons. We create more damage when we try to love with holes in our heart. We create more damage when we try to love with holes in our heart. Never try to hold new love when you're not over the old love. Never try to hold new love when you're not over the old love. What happens when the coffee spills out of the cup? When the coffee spills out of the cup because it has a crack in the bottom of it, it negatively impacts the person who's the saucer. It negatively impacts them. It burns the person that's even trying to hold the cup and the saucer. This is why rebound relationships are a bad idea. I'm going to get in trouble here. This is why rebound relationships are a bad idea. Listen to me. If you are not over the last relationship you were in, you are not ready for a new anything. Pastor, why you ain't say a new relationship? Because it's more than just a new relationship. If you're not over the old relationship, you're not ready for a new anything. A new relationship, a new sex partner. See, this is how scarred people end up scarring new people. You got scarred in the last relationship. And so you were told by your grandma that the best way to get over a man is to get under a new one. Lord, the chat lines are silent tonight. It's a whole lot more people on this call that's commenting in these chat lines and in these chat lines. Yeah, your grandma with whole rockhead self said, baby, don't worry about him. The best way to get over him is to get under a new one. They told you fellas, yep, the best way to get over her is to go get on top of somebody else. And I'm here to tell you that at the end of the day, anytime you try to get over pain by introducing something to fill the void of pain that does not start inside of you, it's called a rebound. And rebound relationships always end up in bad places. This is why, for those of you who have come out of relationships with folks, maybe you were in relationships for a long time, and you struggling to move on, and it seems like they just have moved on with their life, don't fret about it. I've never seen a rebound relationship work. They don't work. The only way they work is when they hit a wall where the person realizes, I ain't healed, let me go get healed. And then if I want to come back to you, then we can do it. That's the only way it works. Rebound relationships, man, woman, whatever you are, they don't work. And so I want to say this to all of you. The biggest lie you have ever heard is that somebody else can heal your heart. If you want to get over what somebody did to your heart in the past, go put your heart in the hands of somebody else. That's the biggest lie, because when the excitement runs out, when the thrill fizzles out, when y'all stop sneaking to go places to do stuff, when all of that stuff runs out, if you had two or one person that was not whole, it'll never work. It'll never work. Listen, I want to say this to all of you, and I want to say this to you in love tonight. My desire for all of you, for all of us, any of us that have ever been hurt in the past, and maybe you were hurt and you desire to love again, you desire to be in relationship again, you desire to be married again, whatever your situation is, I want to say this to you tonight. Don't take the bait called availability. Don't take the bait called availability. Are y'all listening to me? Don't take the bait called availability, because something magical happens when you're hurt. Can I help y'all? When you are hurt and you're any kind of a decent person, you're any kind of a person that has anything that is even remotely attractive about you, when you are hurt and you've got anything that makes you remotely attractive, whether it's your job, your looks, your money, your success, your spirit, your smile, your physique, whatever it is, anything that makes you remotely attractive, when you are hurting, it sends up a smoke signal around you. And this smoke signal will have you attracting to you all kinds of things. And this is how, I'm teaching better than y'all saying amen. This is how people end up in rebounds. You hurting, but you still cute. You hurting, but you still successful. You hurting, but you still smart. You hurting, but you still got a great career. You're hurting, but you still anointed. You hurting, but you still a nice woman. You're hurting, but you still a nice guy. And what you don't even realize is hurt does not disguise your good qualities. When you got good qualities and you still hurting, I'm here to tell you, you have to be more guarded than ever before. And you can't take the bait called availability. Because when you are hurt, but still have good qualities, you become more likely to be vulnerable. I feel like I'm way in the science tonight. Are y'all listening to me? You can be hurt and have great qualities, but if you don't heal first, being hurt with a lot of good qualities makes you vulnerable. Because you're going to still attract. You're going to still pull. People going to still be flying your way. And if you're not healed, I'm here to tell you that the first couple of months, weeks, years after the breakup, after the divorce, after whatever you're in falls apart, the first couple of weeks, the first couple of months, the first couple of years, whatever you want to put it on, will be hell on wheels if you don't heal. Because you're going to be a target. Y'all wait till Thursday night. I'm going to talk about targets Thursday night. Because some of y'all are targets. And it ain't just because you're great people and you're attractive and you got all of these things going for you. Some of you are targets because you got great qualities, but you're also hurt. And if you don't heal, you will become you will end up in target practice. This is how people who aren't hurt but are great people, listen to me. This is how people who are hurt but are great people who have great targets and great qualities end up knocking down everything around them. I know this ain't Thursday, Rehab After Dark yet, but just oblige me for 60 seconds. You end up becoming the biggest hoe in that season. If you attractive, smart, got all of these things going for you, but you hurt and you don't seek healing first. Because if you don't seek healing first, you become target practice. And if you are not healed, you become vulnerable. And when you become vulnerable, you find yourself running up your body count because you have not healed. You're welcome. Y'all not listening to me. Y'all not listening to me. This is why people who come out of relationships, long relationships, if they don't heal first and try to jump right back into a new relationship, or just try to jump back out there, get all busy on social media, you all up in folks' face, you posting all these crazy pictures, you thirst trapping, this is how you end up becoming a hoe in that season, because you ain't healed. And when you're not healed, you can be attractive, but you're just going to become target practice. And you will fall victim to target practice because you are vulnerable and not healed. You're welcome. Are y'all listening to me? So heal first. Heal first. My greatest prayer, good God from Zion tonight, my greatest prayer for so many of you is that you will not become a hoe in this season. Male, female. Hoe is not a gender-based word. My biggest prayer in this season is that you will not become a hoe in this season. You got everything going for you. You're attractive. You're smart. You got a great career. Y'all not listening to me. You got a great career. You got great energy and great vibe. You're a nice person. People love to be around you. You're anointed. You know God. You can get a prayer through. You cute, you sexy, you all of this stuff. My greatest prayer in this season is that you don't become a hoe in it. And the way you become a hoe in this season is when you don't heal and you got all of these qualities. Reason number 3. The third and final reason. Y'all don't like this tonight. Is this making sense? I told you it was going to be fundamentally basic tonight. The third reason why you should heal before you try love. The third reason why you should heal before you try your hand at love is this. You ready? Restored hearts create restored confidence. Restored hearts. Y'all didn't like me calling y'all a hoe, did you? I meant what I said. Restored hearts create restored confidence. I meant what I said. That is what you become if you don't heal first. And you got all of these qualities. Because you become a victim to target practice. I meant what I said. Run the tape. If you're going to share the video, share the whole context. And if you don't share the whole context, I don't care. I meant what I said. Reason 3, why you should heal before you try love. Restored hearts create restored confidence. Your energy changes when you are hurt. Listen to me. Listen to me. Your whole energy changes when you are hurt. Your energy changes. Sometimes your mood changes. Oftentimes your self-esteem changes. More likely than not, your confidence changes. Your energy changes when you are hurt. And sometimes people cannot see your brilliance when you're in pain. And I don't care how much you try to cover it up. I don't care how much you try to sing over it, work over it, preach over it, live over it, shop over it, date over it. Doesn't matter. People sometimes can't see your brilliance when you are hurt. And the reason they can't, and this happens a lot, and let me just say this is a little premise because I'm a few more minutes and I'm done. This happens a lot to people with big hearts because when you have a big heart and you've been hurt, you take hurt personal. Let me free you tonight. I want to free somebody tonight who's been made to feel bad because you were hurt and it took you a minute to get past it. The reason why oftentimes it takes you a minute to get past being hurt is because when you got a big heart, you take hurt personal. And many of us take hurt personal because of the heart that we know we have, because of the energy that we know we put behind everything that we do. And so I want to say to you, stop letting people make you feel some kind of way because you need a season to get over your hurt. Because I'm here to tell you, you can be brilliant, you can be attractive, you can be smart, you can have all of these things going for you. But when people, especially people who are connected to you, especially people who care for you for real, when they are connected to you and you're really hurting, they can see the hurt more than they can see your brilliance. That hurt will pop out to them. That hurt will jump out at them. Even when you can masquerade around everybody else and act like you okay and act like you good. The people that care about you, the people that know what you really about, the people that have spent time around you, who have a significant understanding of who you are, they can see deeper than everything that you do on the surface, which is why I'm trying to help y'all here. When you hurting, sometimes it's good to just take a break from people. When you hurting and you ain't got over it yet, sometimes it's good to just fall back and take a moment where you can declutter everything that's going on inside of you. Because when you try to operate over all of this hurt, I don't care how brilliant you are, eventually you're going to run up against somebody who cares about you, who really knows you, and you say, no, man, no, sis, I know you out here doing your thing. I know you out here running your business. I know you out here doing what you do, but I know you and something ain't right. Come on. And it don't take no prophetic word. You ain't got to be deep and say you had a dream about somebody and prophesy. You ain't got to do all of that. Sometimes it's just being connected. When your energy is connected with somebody else's energy, you know when their energy is off. When two people, come on, we're talking relationships tonight. When two kindred people have been together in a relationship or in a relationship, you know when the energy of the other person is off. And you might not be able to put your finger on what's wrong. You might not be able to put your finger on what happened or who did it. But what you can identify is that something ain't right. And so I want to say to all of you, when you are restored, it renews your attraction. Are y'all listening to me? When you are restored in the spaces where you are hurt, it renews your attraction. And until you are restored or renewed in those places where you are hurt, you can try to function, but eventually you will bleed on the people. Can I help y'all? Let me just give y'all a transparent moment tonight. Pastor's going to be transparent with y'all to the extent that y'all can handle. Let me just give y'all a transparent moment tonight. Sometimes I have even had to monitor myself, right? When it comes to things that I post, right? And there's a fine line that you draw, because I've got coaching clients, people that I coach for a living, something that I do on the side, that I'm going to start to open up publicly. Many people have hit me up and said, Pastor, I want to be coached. And I charge. I'm a licensed, I have a professional coaching license. I've had it for years. So I do coaching on the side. I'm a consultant on the side as well. So I consult with organizations to help with different things as well. So I do these things. So my frame of reference is varied, because I talk to people from all kinds of backgrounds, from all kinds of walks, that are going through all kinds of different things. So it's hard for people like me to have friends. And the reason it's hard for people like me to have friends is because I might post something today that very much reflects something that me and my friend talked about. And if you think I'm talking about you, and you have a moment where you don't realize that I got all of these other things going on, then we're going to be constantly arguing, because you're going to think that everything I post is about you. So it's hard to be friends with people like me, because you can't take what I post as personal. Okay? Are y'all? That's number one. So to the transparent point, I've even had to monitor myself at times when I post on social media, because you never want the pain of what you're going through, listen to me, to bleed through what you post on social media. Because if you're not careful, you'll find yourself, instead of encouraging folks, you'll find yourself encouraging folks through the lens of your pain. I call this bleeding. You end up bleeding on people through the lens of your pain, and you don't even realize you do it, because there's a huge part of you that has made you attractive. That is the encouraging part. And there's another part of you that is personal, that is human, that is hurting. And when those worlds collide, instead of you giving a word to help the people, you're giving a word to really try to encourage yourself. Is this making sense to anybody? So you've got to manage yourself. I've had to do it. I've had to shut myself down. But nope. How many times have I wanted to post something and I went to type it and I backed it out and deleted it? Man, listen, some of y'all get offended by stuff that I post, and oftentimes that's the fourth and fifth draft. You mad about the fourth and fifth draft? You ought to see the first draft. If the fourth or fifth draft offended you, the first draft will make you want to pull up. And that's called monitoring what you post so that you don't bleed on the people. Are y'all listening to me? And so when your heart has been restored, it restores your confidence. And then people that are close to you can say, yep, I know you. I know you're brilliant. You always been brilliant. But I can also see that you're whole. I can also see that you're healed. And if you're not healed and you're not whole, you're on your way to being there. Right? And so that's the third thing that healing does. And so I want to challenge y'all tonight. Get healed. Stop running to people to try to get healed. Stop jumping from bed to bed to be healed. Stop jumping from inbox to inbox to be healed. Stop entertaining these floozies in your phone and in your DMs trying to be healed, and get healed first. If you got to shut your phone off, I know y'all don't like, I got a coaching client, God bless her. She's a sweetheart. I don't know if she's tuned in tonight. She's a sweetheart. And I told her, and I even told her I might mention this on one of my lessons. I told her, you need to shut down your phone. You need to cut your phone off for a few days. I can't do that, Dr. Talley. I can't do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You'd be amazed at how shutting down stuff helps you to declutter all the junk and restores your heart, restores your confidence, restores your perspective. Some of y'all will never declutter and never be able to heal because you got too much junk you entertaining. You got too much junk flying at you at one time that you trying to entertain instead of fixing the crack in the bottom of the cup. Because see, when you fix the crack at the bottom of the cup, you can scroll on social media and none of that stuff impacts you. You heal. You can scroll and do what you do and run into crazy people. None of that stuff impacts you because you heal. So I want to challenge all of you. Get out folks' DMs. Get folk out your DMs. Quit thinking that thirsting is going to make you feel better about your situation. Quit going on what I call entertainment dates. I'm busting heads wide open tonight. Quit going on entertainment dates. You going out to dinner with folks. You still hurt over who you broke up with. You still hurt over who you were with. But you out here going on entertainment dates, thinking that 2 hours over dinner and a few drinks going to help you feel better about your pain. And it ain't, baby. In fact, you might even get drunk and put a number and increase your number. Increase your smash count. It still ain't going to fix the hurt. It still ain't going to fix the pain. Y'all stop going on entertainment dates. Stop giving out your number just to be entertained by people. Get healed first. If you get healed first, and maybe the person that you were with gets healed, you might be able to get back with who you were with, if that's what you want. But get healed first. Get healed first. So that regardless of what you do, whatever you offer and whoever you offering it to, you ain't offering them a cup that's got a crack in the bottom. You're offering them a cup that's whole. This makes sense to anybody? This bless anybody tonight? Listen, I want to pray for you. I hope y'all not upset with me. I thought this was a pretty powerful message. And I appreciate that honesty. I just had somebody on Instagram say, I did that to being selfish to soothe my emotions. Many people do it. You're an emotional wreck. One day you like, forget that nigga. I'm sorry. Daddy, if you on, I said nigga in public. I'm sorry. Forget that Negro. Forget her. Forget him. 1 minute, and the next minute you crying. So you think to solve it, you just go on a couple of dates. You start passing your number out and be texting folks all day. You don't even realize that when you ain't healed, it don't matter. It don't matter. You can go out. In fact, you can take your broken self and go out here and sleep with another whole person. But if the person that you hurt over still got your heart, all you did was just up your body count. That's it. All you literally did was up your body count. You got to heal first. Let me move on because my mouth is getting me in trouble. Y'all better not tune in to Thursday because Thursday at 10 o'clock is going to be 10:08 to be exact. It's going to be insane. I can't wait. Listen, you got a prayer request tonight? Would you type it in the comments? I'm giving you 30 seconds. We're way over. I want to pray with you. I want to give us a chance to sow seed. I'm moving on. Come on. You got a prayer request? Type it in the comments. Wow. I received a lot of emails this week. It took me a few days actually to just reply to email prayer requests that came through tonight, this past Sunday. And so if you have a prayer request tonight, I want you to type it in the comments tonight. I want to pray for you. I want to pray for your situation. I want to pray for your circumstance. I want to pray for whatever it is that you're going through, that God might answer your prayers. Come on, I'm starting to see them come through. If you've got a prayer request, I want you to type it in the comments. Some of you, as soon as this call is over, you need to share this on your page. You need to share this with some friends. You need to share this with somebody that you're close to and tell them, listen, I know you want to go out here and try to dating scene. I know you want to go out here and do what. I need you to watch this video so you can heal. All right. Come on, type it in. I see good. I see comments starting to come in. Absolutely. Praying for all of these things. This is so awesome. Thank you so kindly. Come on. You've got 15 seconds. Type your comments in. Wow. So awesome to see sisters pray for one another. That's powerful. Come on. Come on. Type your comments. You got 10 seconds. Type your prayer request in quickly. If you don't want to type it in, you can email your prayer request to info@REHABCC. Because I've run over, we're going to pray. We're going to sow a seed and we're going to go home tonight. Oh, well, we're going to get off the call tonight. All right. Connect your hands like this as a symbol of faith. It's a sign of faith. Would you do that for me? I want you to touch and agree with me, because somebody watching live, somebody watching the replay tonight needs to be healed. And I believe that this message has the power to heal and restore. It does. If you just take it in, it's got the power to heal and restore. I want you to take this in. Come on, connect hands like this as a sign, a symbol of faith. Let's pray. Father, in Jesus' name, thank you tonight for your word. Thank you for this time of gathering you've given us, this time of sharing you've given us. Be glorified tonight above everything. Through something that was said, something that was done, I pray that it has empowered somebody, it has encouraged somebody to take a second look at themselves, to take a second look at who they are, where they are, and to understand tonight that they cannot move forward in a credible way until they heal first. Tonight, God, over these airways, live and those watching the replay, we speak healing tonight. We speak healing to the people that are tuned in, that will see this video. That God, before you move them forward into the greater things that are ahead, that you would heal them of everything in their present, that you would heal them of everything from their past, so that they can operate as whole and as happy as you've called them to be. Now, God, for every prayer request that's come across the line, we speak to these requests tonight. Those that are in the chat line, those that have been emailed tonight, we speak to these requests and we ask that you would answer these prayers. Answer these prayers as only you can. God, we will praise you in advance. We're not going to wait until you answer the prayers. We're not going to wait until you open doors or meet needs. But tonight, God, we are going to thank you in advance, realizing that everything we prayed for, everything we have fasted for, everything we've sought you for, everything that we have desired for our lives, it's already done. We count these things done and believe you for them in Jesus' name. Amen. Listen, I want you to type in the comments right now. It's already done. It is so. It's already done. Will you do that? Let's do double duty tonight. It is so. It's already done. Come on. It is so. It's already done. It is so. Wow. Powerful prayer request. Look at this. It's already done. It is so. It's already done. It is so. It's already done. Would you type that? Come on. I need to know you touched and agreed with me tonight. It is so. It's already done. It is so. It's already done. We're about to sow a seed tonight. It is so. It's already done. Come on. We're about to sow a seed tonight. I want to challenge you to give as you're typing that in the comments. It is so. It's already done. It is so. It's already done. I want to challenge you tonight to sow a seed tonight. As you're typing, it is so. It is already done. I want to challenge you tonight to sow a seed tonight. I know we're skipping forward. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going the way I feel led tonight. I want to challenge you tonight to sow a seed. If this message has blessed you, if this ministry has been a blessing to you, come on, type it in the comments now. It is so. It is already done. It is so. It's already done. I want you to know that God's in the prayer answering business. And I want to challenge you tonight to give. Thankful, so thankful for so many of you that continue to be a blessing to our ministry, our members that continue to tithe and give, and even our supporters that tune in and that continue to tithe and give. I want to challenge you tonight to sow a special seed. If this message blessed you, if this ministry has been a blessing to you, you can be a blessing one of three ways. You can give via CashAPP at $REHABCCGIVE. Good. I see that in the comments. People still typing it. It is so. It's already done. It is so. It's already done. I'm telling you, this thing is powerful. It is so. It's already done. Come on, type it in the comments. You can give via CashAPP at $REHABCCGIVE. You can give through our website, www.rehabcc.org. Or you can give via cell phone by texting the word REHABWORKS to 88202. That's texting REHABWORKS to 88202. And right from your cell phone, you can be a blessing there. Again, I want to give you the three ways quickly because I want to give you a chance tonight to sow. I believe somebody really needs to sow into this word tonight. I believe that this word has intentionally stomped on the toes of somebody and has challenged somebody to reconsider the way they see wholeness and being healthy and being happy. And so I want to challenge you tonight to give into this word. Again, you can give via Cash App, $ REHABCCGIVE. That's $ REHABCCGIVE. You can give through our website, www.rehabcc.org, or right from your cell phone. You can text the word REHABWORKS. Text REHABWORKS to 88202. In either three of those ways, you are able to give and be a blessing into our ministry. Listen, I hope this message blessed you tonight. I hope this message was a blessing to you and your family, your situation, whatever your circumstance is. And I want you to be encouraged tonight. If you have not already, before you jump off the line, I want you to hit that share button. I want you to share this experience with 5 people. Tell them, listen, while you're going on your walk tomorrow, what a beautiful day it was today. I did 2 laps around the neighborhood today. I literally stopped what I was doing to take a walk because I miss being outside, to take 2 good walks to get my numbers up even higher. What a beautiful day today, and prayerful that we'll have more beautiful days this week. But maybe somebody, while they're exercising tomorrow, they have some downtime or a lunch break, share this video, tell them to tune in. I promise you, it's going to bless somebody else just as much as it blessed you. And then do me a favor, this Thursday, 10:08 p.m. on YouTube Live, exclusively on YouTube Live. I want you to join in and tune in for Rehab After Dark. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you're single. And it ain't just for single people. It's for married people. It's for whoever you are. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you are single, and it's going to be a powerful message. And I'm here to tell you, just because you're married don't mean you ain't single. And some of y'all won't understand that until I explain it. And so it's going to be powerful Thursday. I can't wait to see you Thursday night, 10:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Put the kids in the bed, put them in their room and shut the door, because I don't want them to hear what I'm going to say. It's going to be powerful, and I can't wait to see you there. All right? Listen, y'all, I love y'all. I'm praying for y'all. I'm rooting for you all. I want you to have a fantastic week. I want you to have a prayer-filled week. I want you to know that I am up every morning now, 4:45, praying for you, praying for your situation. My day is so packed now that I had to tack on an additional 20 minutes to my wake-up time just to get everything in. Amen. So y'all continue to pray for Pastor that he gets adequate rest. But I'm telling you, I'm up every morning, 4:45, praying over your prayer requests, because I believe in the power of prayer. And I want you to have a fantastic week, and know that if nobody else believes in you, I absolutely believe in you. All right. I love you. I'm praying for you. I'm rooting for you. Peace and blessings.
Thank you for watching the Rehab Christian Center live experience. If this broadcast has been a blessing to you, and you would like to be a blessing to our leader, Dr. Zeb Talley III, you can sow a seed into his ministry by Cash App at $Pastor ZT3. It is our prayer that this message of hope encourage, enlighten, and empower you to be better. Please tune in Sunday at 9:08 a.m. for our Sunday morning experience. And as always, be